I was diagnosed with lung cancer in August 2020. I was 52 years old and a non-smoker. In April, like so many other people, I had COVID. I recovered, I went back to work, and by July, I felt that all was not well with my body. It felt like my body was shutting down. I couldn't walk to the end of the street. I couldn't breathe well. It was unregulated. My breath was unregulated. I was exhausted. And long COVID was being talked about in the press. I called my GP, told her my symptoms, and she said, "What would you like me to do about it?" I called back a few days later and insisted on speaking to a different GP. He sent me for an X-ray and bloods at the local hospital, and although the National Health Service was having its own existential end of the world crisis, they saw me really quickly. My GP called back the same afternoon. "The bloods are fine," he said, "but there's a mass on your left lung." "A mass? What do you mean, a mass? Is it connected to COVID? Could it be connected to long COVID?" "We don't know," he said. And then I asked the fateful question, "Could it be cancer?" "Yes," he said, "yes, it could be. It could be cancer." I then, of course, had MRIs, PET scans, endless tests and telephone conversations. And in August, a doctor I had never met, in fact, I didn't see a single doctor the whole time, called me to tell me I had a malignant tumour in my left lung. The symptoms were likely to have been long COVID. A tumour of that size wouldn't have caused the severity of symptoms that I had. But if I hadn't persisted with my GP, I might not have been sent for an X-ray, and I might not be here now, 5 years later, sitting in the Olympic Park, cycling. I started cycling 5 weeks ago, and 5 years later I'm still here. I have stage 4 lung cancer, but I am living, truly living with it. So my message to you is, if you feel like something isn't right in your body, persist, persist, persist in the face of resistance. You know your own bodies, we all do. It doesn't mean everybody has cancer, but it does mean that you should get yourself checked. Thank you for listening, and that's the story of my diagnosis. Ta-da!